Welcome to Voices of Resilience, Women Entrepreneurs of Palestine, the podcast that celebrates the unbreakable spirit and entrepreneurial prowess of Palestinian women. I'm your host, Kat Brindell, and I am thrilled to share with you the triumphs and aspirations of a group of trailblazing women that traveled to Germany as part of a GIZ initiative to boost their business skills and build invaluable connections. Let's dive into their stories.
My name is Saja. I live in Palestine in the West Bank, Ramallah. I started my foundation there are so many untapped potentials in the Palestinian community. As for women, they can't get the access for education. So I thought about helping them get the education by giving them seminars, classes, and at the end they got a certificate so they can get jobs and the support financially for their family and children.
How come this topic of kind of empowering women through specifically the job search, how did you land on this being something that you're passionate about personally?
I already know a woman who had lost her father, her brother, and her husband earlier. She is in a situation she can't offer to support her children or even herself, and she didn't get the education she needed in order to find a job. So my foundation, it's the main idea to give women the education. I got the idea and asked my father for help because he's a physics professor, so he knows stuff like this. He helped me and we came up with a Learn to Earn, my foundation.
What were the challenges? Because I know starting something new like that, a foundation like this, was, I'm sure, not easy, especially in the beginning. What were the challenges that you faced or maybe still face?
The challenges, maybe the first one is getting the permits from the authorities in Palestine. I have to go through tests and tell them everything I know and how to collect my leaders who are gonna give classes and seminars. And also the financial issues, because until now I paid everything I have to get a place for Learn to Earn to start and to spread the news about Learn to Earn. So any woman from 16 to 60 can join this organization to have the education so that she can build her future. So this is the challenges, and in the near future I hope these challenges, it will be solved soon, inshallah. In this foundation, I also made some room only for older women in order to come together to communicate. It's like a library for older women, because I have seen my mother at home. She is also educated. She was a teacher in school, but she's now old. And the only thing she reads now is the newspaper. She doesn't have friends to speak about some certain book or to connect with other women. So that I made a free space for women so they can come together and to connect with each other, to read books and to empower themselves by themselves. Also share experiences, maybe it would be helpful in their future.
I also wonder, for you personally, do you ever struggle with your personal motivation or mindset throughout this process of building this foundation?
Yes, my motivation is when I see a woman not educated and can't be helping herself or getting the financial help by herself, by working. It's depressing to see women losing everything and just living for help from others. That's why I'm not calling my organization as charity. It's not charity because I'm not doing anything. I'm just helping you, directing you to find your future. This is my motivation. I want to help women in general without anything back from them.
Who supports and helps you? Do you have mentors or role models or support network that help you in this process?
Yes, my dad is my biggest supporter. He's also the head chief of my organization. Also, I have a group of women leaders in the community who are supportive and all in with this organization. They are coming to give seminars and to connect with the women we are giving seminars to. So these are my group.
What are your next steps or big dreams for the foundation moving forward?
My big dreams is to see a community with women are strong and powerful, so that when women wins, also the community wins. This is a win-win situation. That's why women are raising new generations. If women are not educated, so the new generation is not going to have the good education that we need in order to the community to be successful. That's why we need to take care of women in general.
What would you say to a woman in Palestine who's thinking about starting something like you have of their own and is maybe a little bit afraid or discouraged by all the challenges that she may face? What would you tell her?
I would tell her to go for it, and we all take risks in life, but we have to have the courage to continue, and with a pure heart you can accomplish anything with love and support. This is what I tell her. I encourage her to do it.
That's lovely. That's a great last words. So, last practical question. If people want to find out more about the foundation or they want to connect with you, where can they find out more?
Currently, we didn't have done anything on social media or emails, because we can't do anything unless the foundation are registered in the authority. Maybe in December it all will be on social media and other platforms. It's called Learn to Earn, and hopefully in December it's gonna be open and working.
I hope so too. I'll include it for sure. Thank you for sharing. I think it's great what you're doing and giving back, and that you're creating all these opportunities for women and seeing the success of that. And absolutely co-sign the fact that it is not a charity, because you are helping women, but they're going to help the economy and helping themselves.
Yes.
So that is the most important bit. So thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
This podcast was produced with the financial support of the European Union and the German Federal Ministry for Economic Cooperation and Development. Its contents are the sole responsibility of the women featured in the podcast episodes, and do not necessarily reflect the views of the EU or the Federal Ministry for Economic Cooperation and Development.